Expect nothing. Appreciate everything. Be grateful for the little things in your life to find inner peace. Do your best and trust the process. The harder you work, the luckier you will get. Never take anything personally. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality. The first indication of stupidity is a complete lack of shame. From error to error, one discovers the entire truth. Your self-respect has to be stronger than your feelings. The best way to respect yourself is to discipline yourself. If you are a giver, remember to learn your limits because the takers don't have any. The more perfect a person is on the outside, the more demons they have on the inside. The only person with whom you have to compare ourselves is that you in the past, and the only person better you should be. This is who you are now. Be forgiving, be understanding, but do not be a fool. Never say maybe if you want to say no. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Don't waste your time with explanations. People only hear what they want to hear. When you are angry, stay silent. You have three choices in life. You can watch things happen, make things happen, or wonder what the hell happened. When one does not have what one wants, one must want what one has. If youth knew, if age could. Thought is action in rehearsal. Limitation in the possibility of enjoyment raises the value of the enjoyment. Happiness is a child's dream, fulfilled in maturity. Every normal person is really only partly normal. If the path before you is clear, you're probably on someone else's. Where your fear is, there is your task. If a man knows more than others, he becomes lonely. For better to come, good must stand aside. You are not what happened to you. You are what you chose to become. Man needs difficulties. They are necessary for health. Before you diagnose yourself with depression or low self-esteem, first make sure that you are not, in fact, just surrounded by assholes. Thinking is difficult. That's why most people judge. Children learn by an adult's example, not by their words. You are what you do, not what you say you'll do. Most people do not really want freedom, because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. The best is always the enemy of the good. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. A busy man is seldom visited by idle friends. No flies fly to a boiling pot. One day, in retrospect, the years of struggle will strike you as the most beautiful. A woman should soften, but not weaken a man. Words have a magical power. They can bring either the greatest happiness or the deepest despair. The calmer you are, the clearer you think. The more you are interested in others, the more interesting they find you. To be interesting, be interested. Hatred is a curse that does not affect the hated. It only poisons the hater. Release a grudge as if it was poison. Stay strong, even when things begin to fall apart. Stay strong. You don't have to win every argument. Agree to disagree. No regrets, just lessons. No worries, just acceptance. No expectations, just gratitude. Life is too short. Be a good person, but don't waste your time proving it. Never tell your friends your plans. Stop putting too much trust in them. Don't let anyone know what you're doing until it's done. If you want to be trusted, be honest. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. People change, love hurts, friends leave, things go wrong. But remember that life goes on. Learn to say no without explaining yourself. He who is afraid needs dependence, as a weakened man needs support. Life really does begin at 40. Up until then, you are just doing research. If you are a gifted person, it doesn't mean you got something. It means you can give something away. If people took back the pain they caused you, you'd lose the strength you gained. Your friends' problems become your problems. The smaller your social circle, the fewer problems you have. Once you realize your value, you will be greatly surprised at what you used to settle for. We were born at a given moment, in a given place, and like vintage years of wine, we have the qualities of the year and of the season in which we are born. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your lives, and you will call it fate. No amount of success can compensate for failure at home. When you laugh, people laugh with you, and when you cry alone. The magic you are looking for is in the work you're avoiding. Every person has 3 faces. Firstly, the one we show to the world and strangers. Secondly, the one we show to family, spouses, and close friends. And thirdly, the one we show only to ourselves. Control your thoughts, or your thoughts will control you. Don't overshare. Privacy is power. To be the best, You must be able to handle the worst. Never regret a day in your life. Good days give happiness. Bad days give experience. Worst days give lessons. And best days give memories. Life is a one-time offer. Use it well. Be yourself. People don't have to like you, and you don't have to care. As long as you are alive, no obstacle is permanent. You'll learn nothing from life if you think you're right all the time. Stay patient. The best things happen unexpectedly. Free yourself from society's advice. Most of them have no idea of what they're doing. First, it hurts. Then it makes you stronger. Normalize walking some paths alone, because goals are personal. Life is short. Live it. Love is rare. Grab it. Anger is bad. Dump it. Fear is awful. Face it. Memories are sweet. Cherish them. Never compare your life with others. They may seem better than you, but they have some problems which are never ever heard by you. Don't tell anyone what you think or what you know. Keep your secrets to yourself, because a friend of today could be an enemy by tomorrow. Embrace judgment. No matter your outcome, you'll always be judged. So don't live to impress others. Live to impress yourself. Not everything in this world should be your problem. Some things are simply none of your business. Focus on the issues that affect you directly. You will be much happier that way. Stop trying to make everyone love you. You need enemies to succeed. Sometimes, when you're in a dark place, you think you've been buried, but actually, you've been planted. Worry is the ultimate bully. It takes everything and gives nothing. Wasting time in regretting, cribbing, and crying won't fetch you results. You are right about all the things you think you need to do. Don't wait. Get started. You can't litter negativity everywhere and wonder why you have a trashy life. Not everyone will make it to your future. Some people are passing through to teach you life lessons. If you waste money, you can earn it again. If you miss the moment, it can never be returned. If something bothers you, change it. If it is beyond your control, learn to live with it. Accept it. Change yourself. That is the only thing you can influence. You spend your first 20 years worrying about what people think about you. You spend your next 20 years swearing that you don't care what people think about you. You spend the next 20 years realizing that they aren't thinking about you. To have what you never had, you'll have to do what you never did. Things work out when you least expect them. Life has a funny way of surprising us when we're not looking for it. Betrayal never comes from your enemies. We cannot change anything until we accept it. Condemnation does not liberate. It oppresses.